These secret settings I'm about to share with you are a mix of optimal settings and settings that will make your game feel amazing. My zero delay map codes are in the descriptions. Go play those to improve and comment I'm part of the controller gang in the comments section. I'm gonna heart every single one I see. Let's get right into it. Our first setting is actually in the settings tab and is in wireless controller. Now this will automatically be set to Xbox or PlayStation depending on which controller you're on. However, I want you to set it to generic. You might have this option or you might not have this option, but you have the option. You should definitely put it to generic. Generic means you're gonna get the lowest input delay and your controls will look a little bit different in game. This change unfortunately reverts every time you go out of Fortnite, so you'll have to reset this up quite often. You're gonna get so much lower input delay and this is gonna make your gaming so much better. You're gonna be hitting quad edits like there's no tomorrow. Speaking of input delay, the next setting is also to do with input delay and it's disable pre-edit option. You want this on. Only a couple people, including myself, have this off because I do really like pre-edits. If you're aiming for performance and for low input delay, you want to have this option on as it completely removes the option to pre-edit. Therefore there's less functions in the game and therefore less lag and input delay. It also makes it a lot better for controller players as we have tendency to mess up edits more, and this kind of like eliminates that entirely. Along the same tab, reset building choice, we want that on. This is another one that will seriously decrease your lag and input delay. What this basically does is when you press that switch mode button, it will pull out a wall, and if you place then let's say a cone and then pull the builds out again, it's still going to have a wall selected. This reduces input delay because the game's not having to remember the build you had at last and it's just going for the wall straight away, which is really good. This next one is to do with editing, and you can see we have an edit button set to left joystick, and that is the best edit button in the game. You don't have to move your finger off anything else to press the edit button. You should have auto confirm edits for both in this situation. As you can see, I have one right here, and you should have your reset button as RB or R1 on PlayStation controllers. But what about people that still have the default setting of B? You want to make sure your edit hold time is at 0.1 seconds. The further you have it up, the longer it's going to take you to edit. And there will be an edit hold time if you edit with B, because that's the same button you use to switch mode. So if you edit with B, remove that edit hold time straight down to 0.1 seconds and you're going to get so much faster on it. Not quite as fast as the people who edit with left stick, but still pretty quick. If you guys find these useful so far, make sure you use code JKC in the Fortnite item shop. That is the best way to support me and my channel. Let's get right back into these settings. Controller players have a harder time organizing their loadout than keyboard and mouse players. This is why preferred item slots is a massive advantage for controller players, especially over the keyboard counterpart that finds that a lot easier. The preferred item slots in the controller really help because it is a lot harder to organize a loadout, and you guys should be setting up this to your favorite weapon slots. Do you guys still struggle with game performance? If you don't need the replays or don't really use them for anything, you can turn all the replays off. This is a surefire way to get better game performance as the game isn't recording while you're playing it. And let's be real, you have clips anyway. Tap to search / interact is an incredibly interesting setting. I would have it on if I were you. If you play an Xbox controller, the default search button is X, and for PS4 it's the same thing. So if you're trying to revive someone or open something that takes a while to open or revive, then you're going to have to hold that button, which can be definitely prone to error. As well as this, you can't look around. So if the target is moving, let's do your teammate's moving while you're reviving him, you can't look around while you're reviving him. If you have tap to search / interact though, you can press it and then you can move around like normal. It's such a good setting and you guys need to turn it on. With all these settings applied, you guys should be nailing it. But what binds do you use? These are the best controller binds for any type of controller you might have, so go watch this video right here. It's a banger, trust me. Thank you so much for watching guys. Map codes are in the description for zero delay maps.